Hello everybody! Now, as many of you know, the Mazda brand has long been criticized for having old and outdated technology. Well, that changes now with the all-new Mazda Connect system debuting here in the all-new Mazda CX-5, the brand's bestseller. And today we're going to get hands-on with this all-new system and give you all the details. Let's get to it. Now, like I was saying, this is an all-new system for the Mazda brand. It's also paired with an all-new display, which really houses a lot of the functionality of the vehicle inside of it. Now, what you're seeing today is the largest display that's offered on the CX-5. It's 15.6 inches. There is also a smaller display at 12.9 inches. However, as you can see, that really is going to be a large display setup no matter what, because of just how many functions are tied into the screen itself. Now we'll start to just kind of dig into some individual things, because this is a night and day difference from anything Mazda has ever offered before. So what we'll do is just kind of start right here on the home screen and talk about some of the technology that's embedded into this. So you have this reconfigurable home screen. Right now we have it set up. We just have a little image of the car there, which is responsive to the environment, and you have some widgets that you can select. To edit those widgets, you'll just select over there. And what you can do is actually drag them into their different tiles by holding down, and then bring them into the quadrant that you want to represent. So we can stick our calendar there, for instance, or active sense technology. Now, you also might have noticed at this point that we have Google Maps right here. And this is a big change because, as you might know, if you've owned a Mazda or spent any time with a Mazda product, they had a very old-fashioned navigation system. Well, that's gone in this new model because we have Google built in. So you have things like Google Maps right here natively inside of the system, and then you also have Google Assistant, as well as all your Google Play applications, which are about 300 different things that you could download and add into the system itself. I'll show those off in just a second. But as far as the navigation is concerned, you can see very crisp. It has live traffic, things like that. And you are going to get that for free during the trial period, although there may be a subscription that comes later on, so be aware of that. Now, if I go back to the home screen there, again, you'll see all that stuff kind of loads in. Everything is pretty responsive as well. And then we can get into some of these functions down here at the bottom, because those will be persistent throughout the entire system. So the climate controls are now inside of the display. You can adjust the temperature up and down by tapping like so. You can also slide as well if you prefer to do that. And then additional climate functions will be located right here. So you kind of just swipe up on that. That will expand out the menu, and that's where you can change your zones, as well as your heated and ventilated seats if your vehicle is equipped with those things. We do expect that this system will roll out to more Mazda products over time, although it probably won't be an immediate thing, that's for sure, because of just how different it is from the other products. With the dash layout, it might be kind of hard to integrate it into, say, something like the CX-90 really quickly. Now, the other thing that's down here at the bottom panel is a volume slider. So you don't have a volume knob. You would just slide that up and down to adjust your volume. Of course, the driver is going to have that on the steering wheel as well. So this one is over here on the passenger side because it's really more for the passenger. Now, as I was mentioning earlier, you have abundance of other applications. So if I click that little tile right there, that will show us some of the other things we have on board. You can download Spotify, for instance, and have that natively inside of the system. And then you've got things like games, Chrome. My favorite thing is down here at the bottom. You can even load up YouTube. So, of course, if you're in park, you can use that system to entertain yourself or your kids or something like that, waiting on something to happen. Now, the other apps will be inside of the Play Store, which is right there. And then one of the apps you're probably noticing is Android Auto. We have wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay built in. I'm going to go ahead and launch that so you can see what that looks like on this big display. So as that loads in, you can see it really looks absolutely fantastic. It fills up almost the entire display except for this tiny little panel down here at the bottom. That's going to give you that ability to really engage with this phone-like system if you prefer to use that, or you can fall back on those built-in Google system. It really just depends on what your personal preference is. And especially if you're an Apple user, I imagine you might want to use this system instead. Now, as I pop that back into the Mazda system, I'll show you a few more things. So just like a smartphone, you can swipe down. It's going to give you some notifications. We don't have any right now, which is why that's not loading up. You got your time up there at the top, as well as the ambient temperature. We have accounts that you can actually tap on there and switch your different profiles. In the CX-5, that actually is your memory settings as well. Inside of the screen, there's no longer buttons on the door trim. Now, the graphics on this display are very crisp, and let's kind of tap around on a lot of things in quick succession and see how the performance is. Yeah, it looks pretty snappy. There is a few hiccups here and there, but for as detailed as this system is, overall performance is definitely fairly snappy. I also want to show you the 360 camera. We have some additional functions. So you can see like the extra horsepower definitely on board, because you could not do stuff like this in any previous Mazda. And yeah, definitely looks pretty nice and snappy overall. Now, one of the other things I need to mention is over here on this side, you have the little microphone. That's for Google Assistant being built in. This will also be updated to Gemini because this vehicle has over-the-air updates. And as Google evolves the Google built-in systems, that will also just be reflected here on the latest Mazda Connect system. So that means you can just say, "Hey Google," and then it will respond to things like that. And that actually is built in with the car's systems itself. So as you've probably seen in some other products, you can say things like change the temperature, turn on the heated seats, and it will know what to do with that stuff. Now, I brought myself into the settings here, and we can kind of tap through a few of these things to just show you some of the nitty-gritty details of what you can do. Inside of the display menu, this is where we can adjust things like our head-up display, and you can also change things with the instrument cluster. One thing I'm noticing is the increased text size. That's kind of neat. You'll see that reflected in the gauge cluster, which is digital. You can also change what types of content you want to be shown inside of the gauge cluster. Next, we'll pop into the climate controls. You can see there's a few different settings. One thing I noticed was the fan speed for the auto setting is something that's reconfigurable. You can use this menu to turn it from high to moderate to low. That's something I've never seen in any other Mazda product, although it does take a few steps in the menu structure to get to that. It's not like an easy button in a Hyundai or a Kia, for example. As I tap back, we have all of our safety menus here. This is going to be very detailed, of course. There's a lot of different safety systems on most Mazda products. The vehicle stuff, this is where you can just really configure things to be exactly the way you want them. So you have door settings, exterior and interior lighting settings. For example, your ambient lighting, we have that on this latest Mazda CX-5, so we can slide that up to the maximum brightness. And I prefer, say, just like a classic white color, and the maximum brightness. That should look pretty cool at night. When you start the vehicle up, it has kind of a greeting on the display, as well as when you turn it off. You can turn that on and off if you prefer that or not. And there's some different choices with our steering wheel controls as well, just the overall level of sensitivity, because some of them are kind of touch sensitive in addition to pressure sensitive. Some settings with our rain sensing wipers, our mirrors, our rear seat alerts. We also have some wireless phone charging settings as well. I'll move out of the vehicle settings now and go to our Bluetooth settings. I do want to say that compared to any other Mazda I've ever been in, the pairing of my phone was quick and smooth. Definitely was a lot of steps in the previous generation of this system. You have some network different information through there. It does have a hotspot built in during your trial period, or you can pay for that later on. There's your notification settings. You can actually customize this like you would on an Android phone or an Android tablet. You have all your different volume sliders for different types of things, such as navigation. Inside of audio, of course, you can adjust the sound system depending on which type of sound system you have on board. And then you have your profile and your account. Again, you can have different types of accounts for different drivers, and those will be linked with your Google profile, so it will automatically sync things like your favorite locations in Google Maps and things like that, which is pretty handy. Location and privacy settings, accessibility, security. And then you can see different really detailed system settings with language, storage. This, if you're kind of interested in seeing how they built this system, you can see that this is built on Android. So it uses that as the foundation, Android 13. And then they have the specific Mazda software as the skin over top of that. And again, all this stuff will update over the air as needed. And you even have things like your Google account manager built in natively to the system. So overall, it's really kind of a smartphone-like experience. That's what Mazda was going for. They said 82% of Americans have a smartphone. They should already know how to use this. And previously with the control knob, it was a little bit tricky for people to get used to using it. Well guys, hopefully you enjoyed this in-depth hands-on look at the brand new Mazda Connect system. Like I said, it really is a big change from any previous Mazda system, as well as a lot of the competition's displays are going to be very different than this one. So if you found this helpful in guiding your decision to maybe look at a Mazda CX-5, we'd appreciate if you went down below and clicked subscribe. That helps us go to the latest events so we can go hands-on with new products like this CX-5. Now, if you want to know all the details about the CX-5, we do have a detailed review on our channel where we break down absolutely everything you could possibly want to know, so check that out as well. We'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.